Mark Carney, the former Bank of Canada governor, has been elected as the leader of the Liberal Party, securing 85.9% of the vote and preparing to replace Justin Trudeau as Canada's next Prime Minister.
There's someone who's trying to do the opposite. There's someone who's trying to weaken our economy. Yeah. Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, as we know, has put, the Prime Minister just said, unjustified tariffs on what we build, on what we sell, on how we make a living. He's attacking Canadian families, workers, and businesses, and we cannot let him succeed. And we won't. We won't. I am proud of the response of Canadians who are making their voices heard and their wallets felt. I am grateful for how our provinces are stepping up to the fight, because when we are united, we are Canada strong. The Canadian government has rightly retaliated and is rightly retaliating with our own tariffs that will have maximum impact in the United States and minimum impact here in Canada. My government will keep our tariffs on until the Americans show us respect and until they can join us in making credible and reliable commitments to free and fair trade. As Krishna did. Yeah. And in the meantime, we will ensure that all the proceeds from our tariffs will be used to protect our workers.
In his victory speech, Carney took a firm stance against U.S. President Donald Trump's recent tariffs on Canadian exports, pledging to maintain Canada's retaliatory measures until the U.S. commits to free and fair trade. My government will keep our tariffs on until the Americans show us respect, Carney declared, framing his approach as a defense of Canadian workers and industries affected by the U.S.'s 25% tax on key exports like steel and automobiles. He emphasized that all proceeds from these tariffs would be used to support impacted workers and businesses. Carney's win comes at a time of heightened economic and political uncertainty. The U.S. tariffs, imposed on March 4, have put pressure on Canada's trade-dependent industries, fueling concerns of an economic slowdown. Analysts say Carney's expertise in financial crisis management will be tested as he navigates these challenges. The newly elected leader also took aim at Conservative opposition leader Pierre Poilievre, criticizing his refusal to obtain security clearance amid growing concerns over national security threats. Poilievre doesn't get it. He worships at the altar of the free market despite never having made a payroll himself, Carney said, signaling an early battle line in Canada's next election cycle. Carney's tenure as Prime Minister will officially begin in the coming days following a short transition period from Trudeau. His leadership will focus on strengthening Canada's economic resilience, maintaining its sovereignty in trade disputes, and countering both Trump's policies and domestic Conservative opposition. As Canada braces for potential economic fallout, the political landscape remains volatile. With tensions rising between Ottawa and Washington, Carney's confrontational approach may shape Canada-US relations for years to come.